Welcome back once again to howtocookgreatfood.com. If you haven't already, please click that button and subscribe to our channel. On the menu today, and as you can see right here, made a pasta bake. A baked pasta with a beautiful cream sauce of spinach and mushrooms. It's really easy, it doesn't take long, it's great for the family. We're going to go and eat some of that now, but first, let's go and do it. Okay, so the first thing we're going to need to do is cook our pasta, which I'm doing right now. You can use any pasta you want. When you cook your pasta, loads and loads of cold water, lots of it. Get it to a raging boil, touch of salt, get your pasta in. Cook it for however much you like, really, depends on the pasta you use. As you can see, I'm using this type today. Off goes the heat, that's cooked. We're going to drain that off, set it aside, then we're going to get on with our sauce. Our sauce is quite quick, so that's why you need to get this done now. Okay, so let's get started. I've got a nice pan here with some olive oil in there that I'm heating up. Really simple, this sauce, so here we go. We're going to go in with some onions that I've chopped nice and small. I've got a load of finely chopped garlic there. There's like kind of 2 teaspoons of finely chopped fresh garlic. Let's add a little bit of salt at this stage. Let's get some pepper in there. Now some dried herbs. I'm going to today use a little bit of oregano, or oregano as you guys call it in America. A little touch of marjoram. And an even smaller amount of dried basil. But you guys go ahead and use whatever you like. I mean, you can just use one of them if you wanted, no problem. As these fry around, we're now going to add our spinach. Now there's my spinach. I'm using the fresh spinach that I've chopped. And it looks like a huge amount, but it will really cook down. Now if you're going to use fresh spinach, make sure you wash it really, really well, because there's lots of little bits of dust and dirt and mud in there. Really make sure you do it well. Simply what we're going to do here, just toss this around just for like a moment or so. Then we're going to add a lid and we're going to cook this for about 4 to 5 minutes. Lots of moisture will come out of this and it will reduce right down. Like I said, it looks like a huge amount, but it really isn't. Okay. On goes the lid on a fairly high heat. Give it a stir every now and then. The moisture will appear. That will cook right down. Then we'll move on to the next stage. Okay, let's jump in here and take a look. There you go. As you can see, that's really broken down. And the moisture's pretty much gone away from it, which is great. Now this is kind of, as you can see, it's quite chunky. You can see the kind of roots of that there. This is a nice chunky kind of spinach. I mean, there's several types. You can get just the spinach leaf, which is very delicate, which will cook a lot quicker, obviously. Right now I'm going to go in my mushrooms. Today I'm using a chestnut or a brown mushroom, but please go ahead and use whatever you like. A regular white mushroom will work just as well. And again, we're going to repeat the process because we're actually cooking 2 vegetables today that give off a lot of moisture. One being the spinach, of course, and mushrooms will do the same. So, little mix in there. Lid's going to go back on. Give it a stir every now and then. I'll be back in about 4 minutes. Again, let's take a look. Let some of that steam out. Let's lower the heat. We've been on quite a high heat. Those mushrooms are cooked perfectly and cooked down quite nicely. At this stage I'm going to add some cream. Now what I'm doing here is I'm using a cooking cream. This is a thick cooking cream, but you could use a single fresh cream or double cream if you wanted to. Now I'm adding here, this is like half a litre, yeah, half a litre these two together, which is about 2 cups. of cream. Right, let's get this all mixed together. Just running a bit of heat through this. Looking absolutely wonderful. Now you need to check this for salt and pepper. I'm going to be happy with this as it is, I know. And then here, I've just got some grated Parmesan cheese that I'm popping into that. And that's going to really help that sauce along. So simple. Onions, garlic, the spinach, the mushrooms, the herbs that you like, whether it be oregano, basil, marjoram, or a mix of all of them like we've done. Single cream or double cream or cooking cream like I've used today. And that is a wonderful, wonderful sauce. What you can do right now, let's just turn that heat off, that's done. What you can do right now is serve that straight onto some pasta. What we're going to do is mix that with our pasta, put it into the oven with some more cheese on the top and bake it. Let's go and do that step. Okay, so here's our pasta that we cooked and I've drained off. This is what I'm going to be using today. I'm going to be using this ceramic dish. But first, let's get our sauce and pop that in there. In it goes. Now we're going to give this a nice little mix around. Make sure it's coated really well. I mean, you can eat that just like that. That's a wonderful dish. You could serve that immediately. The next step is we're going to pop it into there, get some cheese on it. Okay, there you go. You can see that that's perfectly fitted into my container. Simply, I'm now going to take some cheese. I'm using a mature cheddar today. You could use mozzarella if you wanted. In fact, you could use any cheese that you liked. Just get a nice generous amount on the top there. I've also got some nice grated Parmesan cheese. Wonderful, a bit more of that. You're going to get some black pepper on the top there. Now everything here is cooked. All we're doing is now going to get this into your oven just get your oven as hot as you can. Get this into the middle shelf. What we're trying to do is just bake that cheese up nicely, you know the effect we're looking for. And just finally a little bit there of some dried oregano. Right, that's going to go into my oven right away. It's probably going to be in there about 10 minutes, 10 or 12 minutes. We're looking for that nice toasty cheese on the top. I'll see you when I come back. And there we go. Really, really simple. That was in my oven. I think it was in there actually 10 minutes. Full blast. As you can see, it's nice and it's still really hot, but really beautiful on the top. All that cheese is melted down. Absolutely delicious. Hope you enjoy it. We'll see you again soon. Lots of love. Bye-bye.